Welcome to the Lure of Temptation. Each story is a personal encounter with weakness, through which each person will rise up to escape the traps of temptation around. And today we come to the topic, psychological counseling, how to control the urge. You swore it would be your last bet. But here you are, again, fingers trembling, heart racing. Why does gambling have this hold on you? Behind every urge is a deeper wound. Today we uncover the real reason why you keep going back, and how to take back control. If you've ever said, "just one more time," and hated yourself after, this video is for you. Controlling the urge, whether it's the impulse to overeat, to lash out in anger, or to engage in any behavior we later regret, is a challenge nearly everyone faces at some point in their lives. Understanding why these urges arise and how to manage them effectively is a key skill for maintaining mental well-being, healthy relationships, and achieving personal goals. Psychological counseling offers a wealth of strategies to help individuals gain mastery over their impulses. Let's explore how these techniques work and how you can begin to apply them in your daily life. Urges are a normal part of the human experience. From the evolutionary perspective, strong impulses helped our ancestors survive by driving them to eat when food was available or to defend themselves when threatened. But while these urges once served useful purposes, in the modern world, they often lead us astray. Cravings for unhealthy foods, a sudden compulsion to check your phone, or the spike of irritation after a minor inconvenience. These are all modern manifestations of ancient drives. They can undermine our long-term health, productivity, and relationships if we do not learn to manage them thoughtfully. Psychological counseling begins by normalizing the existence of urges. The first step is understanding that having an urge does not mean you have to act on it. The mind constantly generates thoughts, feelings, and impulses. They are not always within our control. However, what we do in response to them is, accepting this basic truth is empowering. It separates the emotion from the action and creates a space in which informed choice can flourish. With this foundation in place, psychological counseling often turns to teaching mindfulness, a practice with centuries-old roots and significant scientific backing. Mindfulness is the art of observing your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations without judgment or immediate reaction. When you experience an urge, mindfulness teaches you to pause and witness it as a fleeting experience, rather than as a command you must obey. Try this simple exercise. The next time you feel an urge, close your eyes and take a deep breath. Tune in to the physical sensations associated with the urge. Perhaps your heart races, your hands clench, or there's a sense of restlessness. Notice these sensations, name them. I'm feeling a strong urge right now. And watch as they peak and subside, like a wave rising and falling on the shore. Recognize that an urge usually intensifies, then fades, if you simply allow it to be without feeding it through action. This technique is powerful because it interrupts the automatic process of stimulus and response, letting you regain control. Cognitive behavioral therapy, another cornerstone of psychological counseling, delves deeper into the relationship between thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Therapists help clients identify recurring thought patterns that make urges harder to resist. For example, someone struggling with overeating may hold the belief, "I've had a tough day, I deserve this treat." By bringing such thoughts into conscious awareness, it's possible to challenge their validity. Ask yourself, is this belief really true? Are there healthier ways I could reward myself or address my feelings? Substitution is another valuable strategy. When an urge arises, instead of focusing on resisting it directly, try to redirect your energy towards another activity that is incompatible with the unwanted behavior. For instance, if you feel the impulse to smoke, step outside for a brisk walk instead. If you're tempted to scroll through social media when you need to work, set a timer for 5 minutes and do deep breathing exercises. Over time, your brain begins to associate the urge with a healthier, more constructive response. Setting up your environment to reduce temptation is likewise effective. Out of sight, out of mind holds true for more than just physical objects. It applies to triggers for urges as well. If you're trying to avoid certain foods, keep them out of your home. If you're battling procrastination, create a workspace free of distractions. Environmental control reduces the number of decisions you have to make, making it easier to stick to your intentions. Another approach is to understand and address the emotional needs underlying your urges. Often, what feels like a physical compulsion is rooted in an unmet emotional need, like stress relief, connection, or comfort. Psychological counseling can help you identify these core emotions and develop healthier coping mechanisms. For example, if you notice that you reach for snacks when you're lonely, consider calling a friend or writing in a journal instead. If anger drives you to raise your voice, try stepping away and practicing calming techniques, like progressive muscle relaxation, until you feel centered again. Self-compassion is vital during this process. Guilt and self-criticism are common when trying to control urges, but they tend to backfire, making you more likely to give in next time. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. Recognize that change is a gradual process, and every slip is a learning opportunity, not a personal failing. The more forgiving you are towards yourself, the more resilient and motivated you'll become. Goal setting also plays a central role in managing urges. Clearly define what you want to achieve, whether it's eating healthier, managing anger, or quitting a bad habit. Break your goal into small, achievable steps and celebrate progress along the way. Psychological counselors often recommend using the SMART framework, making goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, to increase your chances of success. Social support can make a big difference. Share your goals with trusted friends or family, or seek out support groups if your urges are linked to addictive behaviors. Knowing you are not alone, hearing the experiences of others and gaining encouragement can help you stay committed to your new habits. Sometimes, just talking about your urges can take away their power. For some people, particularly those struggling with deeply ingrained habits or addictive behaviors, individual counseling or therapy may be necessary. Therapists provide a safe, non-judgmental environment to explore the reasons behind your urges, understand the patterns that sustain them, and develop personalized tools for change. Therapists may use a combination of methods, such as motivational interviewing to enhance your internal motivation or dialectical behavior therapy to balance acceptance and change. Biological factors also play a role in how strong our urges feel. Sleep deprivation, poor nutrition, and chronic stress can all lower our ability to resist impulses. Make self-care a priority. Get enough rest, eat balanced meals, and find ways to de-stress regularly. When your body is well-nourished and rested, your mind is naturally better equipped to manage urges. Learning to control the urge is not about suppression or denial. Rather, it's about understanding your mind, breaking the chain between feeling and action, and living in a way that aligns with your true values and goals. The journey is uniquely personal, filled with ups and downs, but each step forward builds confidence and self-mastery. In summary, controlling urges is a skill anyone can develop with patience, self-awareness, and the right tools. Mindfulness helps you pause and observe your impulses without acting on them. Cognitive strategies challenge the thoughts that make urges feel irresistible. Setting up supportive environments, seeking social support, and taking care of your body all make self-control easier. And most importantly, treating yourself with compassion ensures you have the resilience needed for lasting change. If you're struggling to manage your urges, know that you are not alone. Psychological counseling offers a guiding hand, practical tools, and emotional support, helping you transform your relationship with impulse, choice, and self-control. Every urge is an invitation, not to act, but to listen, learn, and grow into the person you aspire to be. The urge to gamble is real, but so is your power to overcome it. This isn't about shame. It's about healing step by step. Remember, you're not broken. You're rebuilding. If this message spoke to you, don't walk this journey alone. Like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. You are stronger than the urge. You are more than your past. This is the lure of temptation, and your story isn't over.